Hello. What day are we up to? Day 16. Hi, Nat. How you going? Yeah, the invisible internet friends. My goodness. Oh, I know. Elvis has been very needy today, so he's probably going to interrupt quite a few times, even though his dad is downstairs and he could go and spend some time with dad. He's up here with mum instead. Aren't you? Mm. Here he is dropping his toys on my fibre again. Get it? Good boy. It's got fibre all over it. Oh no. No, no, Bubba. Ta, 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 ta. No, let Mama have. Good boy. Mama get all the fibre off. We don't want that in your mouths, do we? Hey? Don't want it in your mouths. Okay. Wait. Wait. Here you go. Bubba, no. Take it away. Take it to Dad. Go see Dad. Come on. All right. So I did a bit more on this yesterday. I was having trouble with my wheel. I think I over oiled the shaft that goes through the top here, and my whirl kept coming all the way up to the bobbin and stopping the bobbin taking singles up. So I've had to put a rubber band in there because I haven't been able to fix it. I've tried to clean it out and I've wiped it down and multiple times, and it's still doing it. So I don't quite know what's happened. Oh, that's okay, Nat. I'm surprised it took this long for me to get a stream where nobody showed up. I mean, yesterday was day 15, and I've had somebody in every single day, so um, it was fine. It's fine. It meant I could have a slightly shorter stream as well. He left the house. I still have not. Although we did nip to the shop last night to get some treats. That's about as far as I've gone, as 5 minutes down the road to the shop. What did you do yesterday, Nat? Anything exciting? Tell me what's on your wheels today, or unless you're knitting. I cast something on new this morning. I dug out some handspun from Tour de Fleece 2023, I think. I did a full kilo of some fibre from Bendigo Woolen Mills, and I've pulled that out, and I'm hoping to get a sweater out of it. Because I actually saw a sweater when we were at the op shop the other day, and I really liked the pattern on it, so I'm going to try and replicate it on this sweater. I mean, it's going to look different though, because the one that I saw at the shop is obviously a machine knit commercial sweater, whereas I've got a chunky weight hand spun sweater. Went to the breeders to get her to check your Nala. Your dog, that's your dog's name? And you're knitting. What are you knitting on? Hope Doggo's okay, if that's who that is. Oh, honey. I'm getting the bottom lip from Mr. Elvis again. Why don't you take it to Daddy? Hey? You could go snug with Dad. No. Simon's even calling him. He does not want to go. Oh, no, he's going. Oh, that's good. Might get some peace for a minute. No, he's back. Did you turn around in the middle of the stairs or something? It's your dog going between a sock and a jumper. She'll be fine. Oh, good. I'm glad. Hope it's nothing too serious. So yeah, I spent quite a while yesterday working on this spin, watching some Stardew Valley playthroughs on YouTube, watching Salment's on his Stardew Valley expanded run through. So that's been fun. I'd like to do something like that myself for YouTube. Don't know how many of my current viewers would be interested in that though. It's not exactly crafting. You are very silly. Need to swap hooks. So yeah, with the issue I was having yesterday with my coil pushing up against my bobbin, I actually have this second half of my fibre across two bobbins now because I thought perhaps it was the bobbin that was the problem because it does have a little bit of a weird like base to it, sort of protrudes out a little bit. So I thought maybe it was the bobbin that was taking up the space, but it wasn't. It was the whirl moving. Nat says hi, Si. He says hi. Yes, he's always sticking his nose in the wrong spot now. Not you, Simon the dog. Yeah, he likes to get his nose in the way. No, you need to behave. Mummy's asking for like a half an hour. Can I have a half an hour to myself, do you think? I'm guessing the answer is no. He's laid down at least. Yeah. So yeah, I want to be able to start plying this yarn fairly early in the week. Like I said before, tomorrow is a rest day, so I'm actually going out to catch up with a friend. I'll be leaving the house. I think I was going to take my spindle, but I think I'll just take my sweater that I've cast on today and get some work done on that. Because I'm kind of just roughly going off a chunky knit sweater. Yes, he is Velcro. So he's laying down at my feet now. You can't see him. See, I'm loosely using a pattern that was a free pattern on Ravelry, and it looks like it was from Ashford's. It's something an Ashford's. Do they do a magazine or something? I'm not sure. But it's basically just 2 pages. That's I think they call it the iconic New Zealand jersey. So I'm using that as my base pattern because it's for chunky hand spun yarn. So I'm using that as my base pattern to riff off this thrift store sweater. That's okay, Nat. Hopefully it goes well. I hope it goes well for you, and you'll be here to chat as soon as you can. I mean, we're only doing this for the next week, so, but I have been having a lot of fun with these lives, so I'm thinking I perhaps might do a live a bit more regularly if that's something that anybody is interested in. I don't know whether it will be spinning or it will just be a knit and natter or something. But I was thinking maybe I can have a sort of a permanent time once or twice a month where we can sit and have a chat. I mean, of course, if anybody's interested in that. I figure if it's like a regular thing that potentially more people get used to a routine and will join me. Hi, Emily. Oh, that's okay. Cool. All right. Thank you. Yeah, I think, just an occasional live that would be, once or twice a month, I think could be fun. Sit and have a chat. Because, I mean, let's face it, I'm not very regular at the moment with um getting uploads up. Nat says Knit and Natter would be good. Cool. All right. Well, we've got 2 votes for a regular live. It's good. 'Cause, yeah, it's fun. It's a bit more personal being able to sit and chat. Oh, gosh, it's so cold today. My nose is running again. I don't think it's actually that cold. My house is just cold. Yeah, it's 18 degrees apparently. My house. Oh no, I've just lost some fiber. My house feels more like it's like 10 degrees or something. Double brick in winter with terrible insulation. It seems so, Nat. Yeah, I'll try and work out. We can do. Maybe I'll do a poll over on Instagram as well and see if we can figure out like days and times and see what is the popular consensus for when people can make it. I'll probably do it either evening or weekends, so that potentially might be a better time for more people. Because I know 2 p.m. on weekdays is probably a bit hard. What? Yeah, I know. I know. Excuse me. Excuse me. You're going to rip my fiber. You are. You're going to rip it with your big boof head. Eh? I know. You smell like your pork twist. Yes, you do. Oh no, here we go. Elvis is here to steal a show, as per usual. Yeah, I know. This is his protest to what I'm doing. If he's on my lap, I can't spin. Isn't that right? Careful, careful. You'll knock my microphone off again. We don't want to do that. No, go on. You go lay down. Okay. Okay. You just want to make your presence known, don't you? Hey? You say it's not allowed. This is my mum. This is my mum. You can't have any of my mum's attention because it's mine. Isn't that right? You take that and chew it for a bit and give mum a second. Go on. No. How about you go sit with dad? Hmm? Go hang out with dad. There's worse things in the world than forced puppy cuddles. Yeah, I know. I know. But it's like he has this real, like, he knows when he seems to understand what is distracting us. So if we pick up our phone, he'll get in between the phone and us, like he'll put a paw on our hand so that we can't use our phones. Or if I'm watching something on my laptop downstairs, it's on my footstool, so he will purposely stand in between my laptop and me, so I can't actually see what's on the screen. Like he has very deliberate ways of getting in between things so that he can have the attention instead of us doing what we want. But it's like he acts as if he never gets any attention when he is literally being talked to and played with and training sessions and things all through the day, but it's never enough, is it? It's never enough. I know. I know. It just has to be 24/7, doesn't it? Hmm? Has to be 24/7. Go on, off you go. You're gonna felt all my yarn, my fibre. Yeah, you rubbing against it. You're gonna felt it all up before I can spin it. No, 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 no. Go see Dad. Go see Daddy. Go on, you go sit with your dad. Your dogs are the same, Nat. Oh, Pin the dachshund. That's Emily. That sounds like Denali's dog, little bit. She's a little dachshund who has to be everywhere with Denali. I saw her on Denali's latest episode the other day. She was wanting her breakfast. Yeah, I mean, it's like that meme that you see that it's like, what a privilege it is to like be the one person in the world that this doggo loves so much. So that's why I can't be too like he sometimes gets in the way when it's a bit inappropriate, but like when I'm trying to work or I've got like my beads out or something and he's trying to get in the way. So sometimes it can be really like disruptive and messy. Oh, something just got in my throat. But yeah, it is a privilege to be so loved by an animal. Nat says yes, but experience of Elvis not letting yes, no. Yes, he was all over you when you were here. Oh, I try and clear my throat of whatever is bothering me. Yes, he just loves people. He loves anybody. Loves people, loves dogs. And it makes him he doesn't have any self-control where that is concerned. I try and teach him things till I'm blue in the face, but he'll always just do what he wants to do. Same as his big brother. They were exactly the same. It must be a breed trait. Very stubborn dogs. I think that's why I like them. Emily says it helps mentally too to have something being so aggressively loving towards you. Yeah, it does. Like he's very good. Like I these days I grew up being told not to cry too much, so I cry a lot now. And he's always very good when I cry over everything. It's like dog videos on Facebook, so it's not like I'm perpetually like sad about things. It's just like I cry at the drop of a hat, and he's always there, like laying over my lap, like he's my emotional like my blankie. He lays over me like a blanket, like here I am, mum. Don't cry. I'm your emotional. What do you call it? Emotional. Oh, like he's my comfort blanket. Let's say that. Yeah, yeah. Aren't you? Hmm? It's almost like I feel like Elvis would probably make a good service dog because, I mean, if you could ever get him to do anything when you want him to, but like the his intuition and the way he does like the blanket lay over my lap, it's like I could just see him being quite good at picking up on things. Yes, emotional support puppy. That's what I'm trying to think of. Thanks, Nat. He's definitely an emotional support puppy, but he then also needs a lot of emotional support too. It's funny last night when we nipped out because I think I've mentioned before if we go out we tend to give Elvis something to distract him while we leave, like a Kong or a licky mat or something. And we nipped out last night because we knew we were only going to be 10 minutes or so. I messaged our neighbour and said, "Can you let us know if Elvis makes any sound while we're gone? We're just out for a few minutes, so we didn't distract him with anything." And she actually said that he's like when she first moved in, he'd make occasional noise when we left, like just briefly. She said it'd only be about 15 minutes. But she said lately he hasn't made any sound when we've left. So that's really good. That's progress. He's not having a fit every time we leave the house now, which is good to know because, it kind of tears at your heart when you think of leaving an animal in distress. I mean, because we all have to leave at some point, you know. I can't stay in the house 100% of the time. So it's good to know that he's getting better at that. I guess it's just growing up, I suppose, because he's not quite 2.5 now. 2.5 in September, I think. I just realised this week is our 2-year gotcha day with him. 23rd of July we got him. So there we go. Nearly 2 years of Elvis. I'll have to make a post with some puppy photos in it. Nearly 2 years when we went and did an overnight trip to Ballarat and then Shepparton on the way home to grab a little puppy. Suddenly something happening with my wheel. Feels like the take-up suddenly stopped. Bobbin must have gotten too heavy. Yeah, I'm looking forward to plying this one up. I just have to be careful to remember which bobbin to use first on this second side because, like I said earlier, I've got it split across 2 bobbins, so I'll have to start with this one that I'm currently doing and finish with the other. And I've been itching to cast on socks with this one. I want to cast on socks, but I'm thinking I should wait until the end of the tour. So if I have multiple, like if I can get this skein done by the end of the tour, which is a pretty good gamble, I reckon I've only got that much left. I want to be able to photograph all of the skeins together. So I don't want to cast on socks yet. But I'm happy to have cast on the other fibre, the other hand spun that I was talking about earlier for that jumper. So I'm glad that one is cast on. I'm just hoping that I have enough because I didn't actually get a lot of yardage out of that spin. Out of a whole kilo, I only got about 800 yards, I think. But it's about a chunky weight, so I'm hoping I'll be able to get the sweater done. I guess worst comes to worst, I have to shorten the sleeves. Oh yeah, I absolutely will, Nat. Yep, I will show you. I mean, by the time I come back on Tuesday, I might even be able to start playing. If I can get some, I don't know about how much spinning I'll likely get tomorrow, probably not much. So perhaps by the end of the week, I'll be plying this one. Emily is spinning her Texel. Excellent. Socks. Oh yes, I saw your post this morning. I think it was on your stories about your sweater. You're second guessing your pattern that you're going to do. I think I want to make one of those obsidian sweaters. I really liked that. I thought it was very pretty. How many plies are you doing for your socks, Emily? Emily says that her goal is to have lots of sock yarn in reserve so she can work on them over summer. So I don't know how many plies is really usual for spinning sock yarn. I guess my commercial yarn is 2 ply, I think, my sock yarn bases. Doing 3 ply. So the singers would be really, really thin then, wouldn't they? Because I haven't ever done a 3 ply that's gotten to sock weight. Are you aiming for sock weight, like a 4 ply, or more of it and like a thicker sock? I really need to dig out my I've got a little the little thing with the grooves in it that tell you the thickness of your singles and stuff. I really got to find that because I need to figure out what um Yay, we're making friends in the chat. Yeah, I don't know what sort of wraps per inch kind of measurement I need to do like an actual sock weight with singles into a 3 ply because I'm not a technical spinner. 2 ply is fine, 3 ply gives a more spring back. Okay, 40 wraps per inch. Okay, thank you for that. Have to probably need to refine my skills to maintain a nice thin single like that. Because I actually don't even know what I'm currently doing because I don't know where my little gauge is. Little spinning gauge. I do have one. I just don't know where it is. It's probably not up here. It's probably downstairs in my yarn fortress somewhere with my other tools. Oh, it's back. The terror of Seaton is back. Hmm? Have you been chewing on your pork twist again? Can smell it. Oh, bless you. Big stretches, my goodness. Big stretches. Oh, do you mind? You're all guzzy. Yuck. Guzzing all over me. Yuckies. Yuckies. Come on. No. No. Come on, excuse me. I won't be here much longer. Come on. Oh, you're getting my fibre stuck on your tags. You big dum dum. Hmm? No. So Emily's just said that she's done some merino sock yarn and spun it about the same, so the 40 wraps per inch. It was a perfect weight for socks in a 3 ply. Excellent. Yeah, well, I need to find that yarn gauge so I can try and replicate that because, like I said, I've got the fibres I got from Cat and Sparrow. These two here these are actual sock blends that have got bio nylon in them and Shetland. So they'll probably make really nice socks. I just have to figure out how to spin consistently in such a fine manner. So if you've got any tips, Emily, I will take them. Because I guess the singles would need quite a bit of yay, friends. I guess you'd need to put quite a bit of twist into the singles so they wouldn't fall apart at that really fine width, I guess. Spinner's control card. Yes, that's what I'm thinking of. I did get one years and years and years ago, and I don't know where it's gone. It was from, I think I've got one from Hilltop Cloud, and I did get one from another guy who was in like Netherlands, Norway, somewhere up like that kind of region, Sweden somewhere, or and I got one from him too years ago. This is when I first started spinning, so I it's a long time ago for me to really remember where I've put them. They're probably somewhere. Natalie says that she can't spin fine enough for socks. Default is a worsted 8-ply. Yeah. Singles seam fine enough. Yes, I know. That's what I find. All my singles plump up so much. Elvis, can you get off my fibre, please? Come on, off. Because that was like this guy, like when I first plied it, it was quite fine, but I don't know if the quality's good enough. You can see that my singles have puffed up quite a bit, so this is probably getting closer to a sport weight, maybe like a heavy fingering to sport weight. Could have just fluffed up. Elvis, come on. No. I know that you don't like the word no, but no. Off into the bedroom. You see, I wonder whether that's to do with like maybe like I was saying, like for the really fine singles, you probably need more twist to get them really nice and firm. But then again, like what was it? It was on Fibre Love Diary. They were saying that for socks, you want a softer spun single and a really firmly spun ply, like a really tight ply. So yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe I need to do some research. I probably will before I break into my fibre. I'm not really sure which of my wheels I can get the finest spin on, because I'm assuming the wheel might change it as well. Some wheels are just better suited for different types of yarn. Because I know with my Pippi Wendy, I find I get a really nice fluffy sort of 8-ply out of that, a 2-ply into a DK sort of weight yarn, and it's lovely and fluffy and squishy. Nat says that she's tried that and tends to overdo it. Practice, yeah, probably. I'd say so. I wonder if there's any kind of like a course, or maybe we should have a look on YouTube, see if anybody's giving away the information for free to teach how to spin for socks. Yeah, really. Because I feel like the problem with like plying really hard too is like if you don't get a balanced yarn at the end, is it going to skew your knitting? So I don't know. Like I say, I'm not a technical spinner. I just spin what feels good at the minute and what the fiber wants to do, and that's kind of what I stick to. It's like I've been watching Kirsten on JK Fiber Arts, and like she's always got her wraps per inch tool, and she does like a ply back test, and then keeps a little sample so she can compare. And it's just like, oh, that's not me. Maybe it should be, but it's not currently. Yeah, it would be nice. Oh well, I'll do some research, Nat, and see if I can find any tips and tricks to share. Oh, you better go get them. You better go get the minor birds. They're here to harass your sister. Yeah, you can't help Marion up here. No. Emily says that she's happy to help figure out the whips per inch, the wraps per inch to spin. Oh yeah, yeah. No, I wouldn't do it over live. I would say it would be on Instagram or email or something. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's the thing is like Kirsten always has her little ply back test that she attaches to her wheel so that she can always like as she's going through, she pulls out a bit more, does another ply back, checks it next to what she's wanting, and it's like I'm not. Mm-mm. Yeah, some people like really like woolen spinning. She used to be Welford Pearls back in the day. She's very technical spinner. Like I find like she makes beautiful yarn. Like I'm not knocking it, but it's not me. It couldn't be me. I guess it's like I have so many crafts that are all competing for space in my brain that it's just like I just do what is fun and enjoyable in the minute instead of trying to hold myself to some kind of like standard. But if your passion is spinning, I can imagine that you would get more in depth. But I have so many things that I want to do. I just do what feels right and then move on to the next craft. I'm still looking at my loom hanging up. I will get these tea towels done because Trish was saying on her live today that she read somewhere that if you're going to make Christmas gifts, now's the time to start. And it's like, ugh, Christmas. Emily says, I feel like when you have such a rigid plan for it, can take some of the fun out. Yeah, that's what I kind of think. But yeah, everyone's different. Exactly. And I think if that's, like I said, if that's like your passion and that's your nerd out thing, then like all power to you. It's just, I nerd out on other things. Like I kind of nerd out a bit when I'm dyeing yarn because it's like, that's kind of my real kind of, because like I'm always doing like techniques that grey and brown out, like, but within kind of controlled ways so that you get more of that, like the depth to the colors. So that's kind of where I nerd out. But for spinning, it's just like this is just for fun. And if I get something that's usable at the end in some way, then I'm happy. I think probably the only place I could probably benefit really from being a bit more technical is like for larger spins that I want to have together in like a sweater so that I have as consistent a yarn as possible through the whole project. Oh my goodness, are you for real? Emily says that she hasn't bought a single skein of yarn since she started spinning. So if I want to knit, I need to spin. That's incredible. I love that. I love that. Well, if I'm being honest, I don't really buy yarn. I mean, I pinch it from my shop, but I don't really buy yarn other than my undyed yarn so that I can dye it. If I wasn't dyeing yarn, I probably would have to buy it, but that's great. I love that. Next thing you need is a sheep, Emily. That's great. You've been spending less time than I have too. I think I'm close to 10 years, I think. So that's wonderful. I love that. You've done so much more with your spinning than I have. So good. Like I can't get over that obsidian sweater. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Like it makes me want to get like a bunch of fiber for a sweater spin to make that because it's so pretty. See, the interesting thing is too, like you say that you started spinning 6 years ago and I've been doing it for 9+ years. I think that's the difference is because you've been trying to convince your husband to get a sheep. Yes, do it. Being more Like, because spinning is your way of knitting, like you're probably far more experienced than I am, clearly, if you're making beautiful sock yarn. Spinning for about 25 years. Ah, okay. So you spin all your own jumper yarn and then you buy sock yarn. Yeah, I mean that's fair. It's like you go to um I think you play to your strengths. Like if you make really nice jumper yarn but you don't make great sock yarn, absolutely. And Emily says that she dyed the wool for it too. Incredible. I want to come and learn from you. Teach you some of my techniques and you can teach me some of yours. I think it'd be wonderful to have a sheep. How good would that be? I keep saying to Simon, I want to go and live on a commune, and we can have sheeps and cows and other aminals, and then we can all like trade services. I can I can spin and knit sweaters and have the sheepies around and a bunch of dogs. And how Elvis would go with sheeps around though. It's just don't get a fin sheep because that's the one that he was rubbing his face on. Yeah, hey, you like that? Yeah, does that smell good? He does. I can't show you because he's down on the ground, but he was shoving his nose right into that. Emily says the biggest thing that helped me achieve the yarns I wanted was definitely getting the control card. Yeah, it took some of the guesswork out of how thin or thick. Oh, goats and rabbits too, Nat. Yes. So with your control card, Emily, like where have you been using any other resource? Baba, come back, 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 back. Oh my gosh, he's being so belligerent. Any other resource like to know um like what wraps per inch you're looking for? So like they say if you want to do a 3-ply sock yarn, look for 40. Like is there somewhere that is that trial and error, or is that like have a source book, or because that would probably be something that I'd be interested in finding out for me to learn from, because I don't have any spinning books, I don't think. Probably should revisit. I've got a craftsy class about spinning that maybe might have some info in there. I haven't watched it for a really, really long time, so it's probably worth a rewatch and a reacquaint. I'm getting on with this braid, guys. I've got only this much left now. Time for a new hook, I think. I like the hooks on the wee peggy because they're offset. So I feel like you get a better filled bobbin when they're offset like that. Emily says, I only have the control card and it was a bit of trial and error. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. No spinning box, but you want some. Merino blooms about twice the size. Oh, okay. Okay, so is it only merino that sort of does that? Because that's what I mostly spin. So that's the effect that I always seem to get is the real like the puffing up, which is beautiful. I do really like that the fluffiness of it. And clearly, because you're using Texel at the moment to spin for socks, then that's probably a good sock breed. I think you might have said that before. It's that Nat that you use merino. Yeah, I want to get a bit of a fiber smorgasbord, I suppose you could say, from Wool Chambers and see if I can get a bunch of different breeds and like test them all. Do like a bit of a breed study um, of sheep breeds that I've never tried. Oh, others do it too, yeah. Emily's just branching out into other breeds now. First time using Texel. Yeah, so that'll be interesting. I'll be interested to hear how you go. Yeah, merino blooms, yeah. Which again, it's beautiful. I love the squishiness of it. But I think again that goes back to like what you do, Nat. Like you make yarn for jumpers and you buy a yarn for socks. It's fine. Because I mean, if you don't enjoy spinning yarn that fine as well, like it's not much point. If you're not going to enjoy the process, that's the whole point, isn't it? You want to have fun. I'm interested to see how this goes because this is Polworth, and like the singles are actually quite fluffy. Like I think it's going to eventually make a fairly fluffy yarn. And I feel like it drafts quite a few fibers through too, so my singles are a bit fatter than they normally would be. So yeah, I'm really keen to see how this finishes up. It was a little bit too thin there. Okay. So for a merino 2-ply sock weight, which is 14 wraps per inch, you would spin singles at 32 or 36 wraps per inch to allow for the bloom. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I haven't used Polworth a lot, and this is my first time spinning it, so I still have some minis in my shop, mini skein sets on Polworth. Whoops, that did not attach. And I've started knitting a project out of those, but I just never finished it because it was color work, and because everyone knows how I feel about color work. Um, but yeah, it's very soft. I really like Polworth, like just the feel of it. Um, I'm quite enjoying the spinning of it as well. But yeah, I'm just really keen, like as I always am. I'm always after the final, the final thing, so I can. I'm always rushing to the end. Not putting enough twist in my singles either. I don't think again. I'm not going to get my spindle spin done by the end of Tour de Fleece either, I don't think. So this skein might be it, I think, and starting of a new one. Anyway, it's been nearly 50 minutes, so I'm probably going to have to chuff off, guys. Thank you for the interesting discussion about socks. It's been fun. I'll have to try and do some more sock spinning. Yes, that's a good word for it, Emily. It's quite buttery, isn't it? It's like buttered kittens, as Kristen from Voul and Vine would say. She puts a New York spin on it though, which I'm not going to try. It is. It's so soft and buttery. Yeah, absolutely. Yes, it's been a good discussion about socks, and I've learned a bit. So I'm going to have to go back to this live chat and write these things down. But yeah, I think for now I will head off, and I will see you guys on Tuesday. And best of luck, Nat, for your surgery. I hope it goes really well, and that you'll be back in no time, hopefully to catch the end of the Tour de Fleece. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, and I might spin here a little bit longer and trying to get a bit more of this done. And yeah, and have fun doing whatever you're doing this afternoon. I'll see you in the next one.